Oh, good morning. Good morning. Only just a smidge of a technical issue there this morning, but we're here. I'm Ros Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the Daily Lenormand card spread reading. So let's go over to the cards rather than wasting any more time. It has been a bit of a start. Here we go. Excuse me. Now I've got to find my pencil. There it is. Here we go. We've got the Rana George Lenormand set. I was almost about to say the Gilded Reverie, but it's not. It's the Rana George Lenormand set today, as I've had all week, and hopefully by tomorrow I will have found the other set, but that's all right. They're a beautiful deck. I have closed the curtain this morning so that we can see the vibrant colour more clearly. I do have a couple of lights, so that's why you're probably going to see some shadow in this lot. So as we're moving through here, there's the three cards. We've got the coffin, the snake, and the gentleman. I think that's a gentleman. Yes, it is. And we've got our card. So let's bring that one up. Well, you hardly need to see it closely, but this is the card. It is Today I Choose Joy. We've had that fairly recently. I love it. Those gorgeous colours, like as in the green that's there. Whoops. Now I'm going to zoom into the cards first so that we can have a closer look at the detail of these three cards. And I'm just going to have to move something out of the way to get to somewhere else because I can see your comments. So Mariana, beautiful, lovely to have you here this morning. So I don't think I've seen you join us before, so thank you for coming along. And Corinna, who is a regular, lovely to see you on the live as well, Corinna. And you're both from over on the Facebook spaces, so it's great to have you here. Now, we will get into the cards though. I'm just going to tweak that up a bit more and shift it just a tad. That's it. So hopefully you can see that very clearly now, especially since I've taken the glaring light from the window away and replaced it with fake ones, as in, it does look a lot nicer being able to see the vibrant colours on this. Central energy today is the snake. Now the snake is about, oh goodness, it generally is seen as not being too positive a card, but I feel that it is. I know in the Gilded Reverie that it's one that certainly for me, I always feel the positive energy from this one. I am going to go to the guidebook just to see what this particular deck says about snake, because it doesn't give any other clue away besides it is on the ground. This one isn't in a tree. This one's curled almost at the point of ready to strike, which we do get when we have the Gilded Reverie. It does have it in the tree ready to protect. This one's looking like it's almost ready to strike, so I dare say maybe it is. It's in that protective mode, looking after its realm, its wherever it happens to be. Because I don't know that snakes are actually a territorial creature, or are they? Someone out there might be able to let me know, because I'm not 100% sure with that. And the meaning in this one is on the move, a green and brown snake slithers towards a fixed goal, so it appears ready to attack its prey. So I did get that feeling from this card that it does appear ready to attack. So it's got a goal in mind. It's on the move. That's why it's on the ground. So which is fairly logical, really, when you think of it, isn't it? So I like that feeling. Be ready for yourself to move anywhere you need to through your day to day. You're preparing, you're preparing, or you already preparing to take off and go towards a goal, or you are already on the move and in that space of you've nearly got there. So you just be aware of what's happening around you in your environment. I think that's the strongest message that we can receive from this one. Now there's two quotes in this. Use your enemy's hand to catch a snake is a Persian proverb. And there's Never Wound a Snake, Kill It is by Harriet Tubman. Now, I don't kill creatures, living creatures, if I really can avoid it. I know a recent incident a couple of weekends ago. I had the unfortunate, I did have a creature die at my hand, but it was a combination of he was in the wrong place, wrong time, etc. Be aware of what you are moving through in your day to day, the environment you're moving through, and how it's affecting you and those around you as well. I think it really is more about being ready, being at the ready as you're moving around for message today. Um, Now, when the snake comes up in the reading, if you just open your closet, found a hidden snake in it, you'll be startled no matter if it's venomous or not. Ah, yeah. Okay, yeah. We could be startled by the actions of others who are in their environments too. So I think that's sort of what it's telling us, to be ultra aware of what's around us. Now, just we'll read this one. It talks about trouble, envy, deceit, lies, betrayal, jealousy, and sometimes something that's going to bite you. So have that awareness. They don't always. A snake would prefer to not have the interruption and continue going about their task, their world. So do keep that in mind. Remember, it is an overall reading for our day today. And good morning, Nat. Lovely to have you here as well. And we have got Sandra as well. Good interpretation. Be flexible. I like that. That's very good. Thank you. Now we have in our home space, we've got the coffin. So it's time for doing some more cleaning out. There might be things that you are grieving for, or people that you're grieving for. That feeling of letting go. It's all those types of contexts that we will see with a coffin being present. I do happen to have this open because coffin's number 8. It's the next page on this one. So we've had this before. So it really is. I do feel it's just that there's things that we're needing to clear, let go of. You know, we've got things that we have that's had their purpose in our life. People sometimes have that as well, that there's a purpose in life, and then we need to let them go, as far as some friendships that have done their time, as far as relationships, as far as our lives, because we are born to die. I know it's as rough as it sounds. It's rougher than it sounds, but we live a good life. Let's continue to live as best we can, and know when it is that things that the people around us, the experiences, and it's all those experiences and relationships that they do have completion and ends. So let's give it the full honour that it needs in sending it off with respect, and putting that is needed to be in that coffin and sent in a beautiful, loving way in our day to day. So sometimes it can just be the thought and releasing it and saying, thank you for the experience, thank you for your part in my life. And that can be with things that we own, that we've finished with. Sometimes clearing out houses after someone has passed is very hard to get rid of the sentimental items. It is all just stuff. Let it go. And that's what I'm feeling from that. As we're moving into this, that is the workspace, this is the more traditional gentleman who is in this more Asian Oriental, the Middle Eastern style that this deck is you know, fashioned after. I'm just trying to think of the right word. He's got his hookah for enjoying his relaxing time after a meal, or just at the end of the day, or whatever we feel with this one. It looks and feels really relaxing and in perfect harmony with his surroundings. So in our workspace, that's how we can be, is perfectly relaxed and having the right tools and things for the right moments as we're working through our day, especially in the workspace. So that's what this is giving us in that context of work. And continue still to be observant and aware that there's nothing hiding behind the cushions or anything like that. And with that, in referring to that, I'm thinking, the traditional way of how the Bedouins and that used to do, still probably live, is with their nomadic lifestyle and the tents and the full bit, the tents and everything that are their way of life. The snakes are around that environment too. So it's being careful of what we have in our environment, what is around us, being open to all the senses that we have, even if we feel relaxed. Be comfortable within that workspace, within how we're working with the people and the team that we're working with, but still having all of our senses aware, alert, and open to just what is happening around and being flexible with that. There we go. And Sandra, love your love your summaries. My advice: never fear death, but live the life you have. Yes, that is a wonderful summary, and definitely the fact of never fear death, because honestly, well, I'm going to go back to my headspace here, headspace, the space that we're in. I think personally, it's just so many stories and interviews that I've been watching lately on near death experiences. And you say, never fear death, live the life we live. Exactly. Because we're in a body ourselves here experiencing Earth. And I do believe that it's the other side of this reality that is our home space. So I don't fear death. I think what we end up doing at that leaving this body is going back home. We transition back to that is the real part of how we live. It is that spirit realm. It's whatever we find out when we get back home. because, and that's just my own belief. So we each have our experiences in life to learn and grow and go through what we live in its fullness, to be part of that fuller experience of what we're taking back home with us in that sense. It's just that knowing, that feeling that I have within me, and it really does reinforce the unconditional loving energy that is source, that where and how and whatever we do, however we do our lives here, it adds to that is the the wholeness of the other side of home, of returning, and it contributes to the whole of the source by whatever name you call it. That's just a little bit of my own opinion around it, my own, sharing. So thank you for sharing that, Sandra. And that is it for the reading for today. Hopefully tomorrow goes even more smoothly and more like closer to the time line it's meant to, as in 8. I did attempt to be on time at 8 o'clock. And thank you to those who are watching on the Instagram feed, the live stream there, because I have no idea whether it's working properly there. It doesn't save, it deletes it when I finish. So thank you for watching on that end of it. And look, we'll be here tomorrow. Keep being the best you in all realms of how you're seeing your world, and be ready for anything. Namaste.